The government has informed the opposition that they can hold a Manipur discussion in the Rajya Sabha on the 11th of August, which is the last day of the session. Earlier, windows were reportedly not available. The opposition continues to up the ante over Manipur. Remember, the entire parliament session until today as well has consistently seen a deadlock over the Manipur matter. We're crossing over to CNN News 18 senior editor Pallavi Ghosh for more on this. Pallavi, so now this comes after the meeting between the floor leaders and the RS chairman yesterday, where now we're learning that the government has informed the opposition that they can hold a discussion in the Rajya Sabha on Manipur.
So basically what we also reported yesterday was that there were rounds of meetings, and we saw Derek O'Brien standing up in Rajya Sabha yesterday saying that, we want to discuss Manipur, so let's not get into whataboutery. Let's find a middle path. So the middle path which has been found is of Rule 167, which means it's not going to be a time bound. It can be moved for 6 to 7 hours. And at the end of the discussion, there will be a motion or a resolution which is going to be moved, which says that, we are concerned about the situation in Manipur. As far as the President and the insistence of the Prime Minister is concerned, the opposition parties actually also offer that let the discussion begin and the Prime Minister can join in later. And there is a sense of urgency which needs to be displayed. But now what we are hearing is that the government has already said that, they are pending business which is lining up. For example, the no confidence motion from 8th to 10th, which is going to take place in Lok Sabha. There is a data protection bill. There is a Delhi ordinance bill, which also has to be cleared in Rajya Sabha. Therefore, the only window of discussion which is open is only on the 11th. I don't think the opposition parties are going to be happy with that, because the opposition parties are insisting that, keeping in mind the importance of the Manipur issue, every other legislation must now be put on hold.
Now, as per some other information we received in this, it says that the opposition continues to up the ante over Manipur. Can you explain that?
As far as the opposition parties are concerned, they have been adamant on the fact that there should be the presence of the Prime Minister. But if we look at the fine line, what they seem to be agreeing on, that we can begin the discussion minus the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister can also join in later. I think it all hinges on the date which is going to be finalized. Even today, the opposition parties will expect some kind of a clarity coming in from the government. And if the government says it cannot hold the discussion before 11, I don't think the opposition parties are going to be agreeable to that.
All right. Do you think we're also going to be seeing more protests now that, even despite the fact that the government has informed the opposition that a discussion will be held?
Well, I mean, officially, they have not yet been informed about when the discussion is going to be held. Yesterday, when the meeting took place, the Rule 167, which I have just explained, was of course discussed about. But if you talk about let up in protest, that may not really completely happen, because in the midst of all this, privilege motion has also been moved against Derek O'Brien and Raghav Chaddha. And once again, the opposition can make the point that, you're using the House rules only conveniently, whether it's expunging the comments, switching off the cameras, or in applying a privilege motion. Therefore, I think there's a possibility when the House reconvenes by 11 a.m., there could be some more hangama. Also, the Delhi bill having been cleared in Lok Sabha yesterday and to be taken up in Rajya Sabha, that's what also the opposition is objecting to. Why are the pending legislation when Manipur notices are pending?
Absolutely. Now, considering that the government has informed the opposition that they can hold the Manipur discussion in the Rajya Sabha, this is going to be taking place on the 11th of August. Can we expect that the opposition is also going to be talking about their visit to Manipur?
To once again make the point, officially it has not been told on the floor of the House that 11th is going to be the date. We are picking this up by way of our sources. Of course, they're going to talk about their visit to Manipur. That's exactly what the discussion is also about. And the timing of the visit was also made in such a way that they can have a discussion based on the inputs that they've got from their 2-day visit to Manipur.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for joining us and bringing us those details.